Hi. It's been like a year. I can explain. Okay. My camera broke about a year ago and I kind of put off getting a new one for a little bit because I wanted to get a good one. I just kind of got roped into like actual real life. I made friends. I touched grass for a year. It was actually pretty cool. We moved. That's why, you know, the setup is a little different. We still have some elements from the previous one, but you know, so yeah, that's why I was gone for a year. Not much of an explanation, huh? But anyways, I didn't really have an idea for what we wanted to do today. So I just kind of got a little bit of an inspiration from this beautiful sweater that my hubby bought me and did some flowers. I've never really done any graphic liner or anything, so we're gonna go on that adventure together. Hope you're strapped in. I'm gonna stop talking because you're not here to hear me talk. I'm here because I like makeup and you like makeup. That's why we're here. I guess I'll see you in the next frame. As usual, you know, be warned. I do look a little different. So I actually very recently ran out of my latest Prep and Prime from M.A.C, and my mall didn't have that. So I got the Urban Decay All Nighter because everybody swears by it. And I gotta say, I'm kind of hooked. I've been using it for a while and my makeup has not moved. Hang on, give me a second. And my makeup has not moved. I've pulled the all-nighter. We went to a Halloween party the other day. I did my makeup around maybe like 6 and we got home at like 3 in the morning. And I'm gonna be honest, I did go to bed with my makeup on. And when I woke up the next day, I still had all of my makeup on. It was kind of wild. I woke up and I was like, I could literally just like put some powder on and convince people that I just did my makeup. So all-nighter, fucking beautiful. I've been using that. And then I'm still going strong with my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, I believe. Pronouncing that right. So I'm gonna use the Pro Concealer brush from Sephora, using the paint pot on the eyebrows. However, I have gotten into thinner eyebrows and I also stopped shaving half of my eyebrows off. It's not that noticeable because my eyebrows are non-existent anyways because you're so blonde. I will keep buying this until the day I die. This is the Balm in the Beautiful palette with the cliffhanger for my eyebrows. And then one of my almost 20-year-old beauty school brushes. Whee! Ever since I started doing my eyebrows a little thinner, is when I really noticed how, you know how people are like, oh, your eyebrows aren't supposed to be twins, you're supposed to be sisters. And I think when I really look at it, mine are more like distant cousins. I don't need to explain this to you. Who the fuck do I think I'm talking to? And then I'm gonna go back in and clean it up with the paint pot. And then going back with the paint pot all over the lid. So because I wanted to go kind of cottagecore-y and, you know, flowery, I do kind of want to go with like a dark green and then make little pink, white, and orange flowers around it. I'm gonna use this Morphe and Lucky Charms palette that one of my besties gave me for my birthday. And within this palette, I'm gonna use the Enchanted Forest color. It's a nice dark green. Well, I haven't used green eyeshadow in such a long time. I think back in the MySpace days, I used to use a lot of green because I thought that it popped my eyes. Popped my eyes. Which it kind of did because my eyes are green. But I haven't used it in a long time, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna pop this in my outer corner. If I'm not giving you the name of a brush, it's because it's literally just a generic brush. These brushes, specifically the little purple ones, actually just kind of showed up in my house one day. So I'm gonna bring this into the crease as well and connect it up there with the eyebrow. I'm gonna lighten it, but then let me darken the outer corner a little more and try and blend that into the crease and the brow bone a little more. That's kind of pretty. I like that. I want for the middle of the eye in the same palette. There is this a little bit of a lighter green called Clovers. So I'm gonna kind of use that for the middle kind of inner corner because I'm gonna put some glitter between this color and the darker one. But then I'm gonna try and mix that with the crease color as well to lighten a little bit. I'm gonna pull it into the dark so that I can blend it a little better. I'm gonna use that same green a little bit over here too. Give it like a lighter shade closer to the brow bone. And then, as I said, going back in with the dark. Like that. I know it looks a little crazy on the inside, but we're gonna deal with that in due time. In the inner corner, I'm gonna go with a glitter green. Same palette. It's the Marshmallow Magic right here. And I'm gonna use that for the inner corner. This is the BH Cosmetics shader brush. I love this for inner corner makeup and underline makeup if you need like a precision line. So I'm just gonna blend that out, and I'm gonna blend it on this side like up towards my eyebrow, and then that's gonna lighten up that green that we used earlier. After that, I'm gonna use the same green for my brow bone up here, but I'm just gonna dab it and then mix it a little bit. For the glitter, I'm really torn between Charmed or Clever. These two glitters right here, Charmed or Clever. I think I'm gonna go with Clever. This one might be a little darker than the other one. I think Charmed looks like a darker green, but Clever actually has a little bit of black in it. So I'm just gonna pull it up, and I put most of it in the lid, but then with very light touches, I'm just gonna kind of spread the glitter all over the eye. So then what that's gonna do is when I press it into the actual lid, it's gonna deposit most of the color on the lid, and then the glitter itself is gonna go around the eyelid like that. Let's do concealer and face for now before we do the under eye. I've been using this Milk Concealer. I'm a shade 2. I've been using it for a while now, and I actually just fucking love it. It's really great. I think I bought this one time when I ran out of that like C concealer that I used to use from Tarte. They didn't have it in stock. They did sell the Tarte concealer, but they didn't have it in stock. So I just grabbed this because I had seen a lot of people use Milk makeup before, and I actually really liked it, and I just kept buying it. I've been meaning to still buy the Tarte concealer because it's a different formula for sure. Like it's one of those things where you're like, oh, I would use this concealer when I'm feeling this type of makeup, or this concealer when I'm feeling this other type of makeup. This one's a great concealer because I've mentioned before that I tend now to go a little bit softer with my face makeup because my eye makeup is always so dramatic. It feels like it's your skin. I barely feel like I have anything on. I'm gonna put a little bit of the Huda Beauty Sugar Cookie loose powder. It's baking powder, I believe, but you guys know I don't really necessarily bake. I would just put a little bit of it here because that part of my eye really creases. So I just put that there so that it doesn't crease while I'm doing everything else. And then you know I'm still using the Fenty Eaze drop. I usually use it wherever I don't use the concealer, and then I just kind of blend it around for a little bit of coverage because I do have a little bit of redness in my face. So this is just enough to kind of even it out a little bit. And I feel like the Eaze drop is kind of mattifying in a way as well. It's not mattifying, but it blurs. That's what it does. I'm also still obsessed with the Milk Makeup little contour sticks. I'm gonna go up that, and then I've been kind of cutting the back of my face. I cut here on this side and here on this side because my jaw's crooked. We know that. And then go back here a little bit under the mouth to pout my lips. V on the nose. Little V on the nose. Fuck you. And I'm just gonna mix all of that up with the same brush. I've been taking very good care of my brushes. You guys know I take care of my brushes. So I've had the same beauty school brushes for almost 20 years. I take care of my brushes, okay? So I haven't really bought a lot lately, but for last Christmas, we went home to Puerto Rico to visit family, And for Christmas, hang on, that's kind of annoying. For Christmas, my sister-in-law actually got me this little BH Cosmetics little bag with brushes in it. I love BH Cosmetics for starters. Shout out to the sister-in-law. I love her. It was this set. It brings powder, contour, highlight, one buffer, one blending, and then the shader. And they're all so nice and so soft and so great. So I'm shutting up. We did contour. Let's do blush. For blush, I'm gonna use my YC collection ones. Okay, I'm gonna use Watermelon. And for these, I've been kind of just sticking mostly to the back of my face and then the very tip of my nose. And then a teensy tiny little bit in the tip of my chin. I kind of clean off the brush that I've been using for my face on like a dry paper towel. And use that same brush. We're still bringing it in the eye so that there's not a white circle in there. And then just mix it back. It looks a little muted because it is, but I'm gonna put a second layer and we're gonna use a little bit of powder. For the second layer, I'm just gonna do dots, boop, and we gotta work quick because these thin layers dry pretty quick. I mentioned I was watching the videos, my old videos, and I noticed that I had tried a bunch of products that I did not like. And then with time, I started using them. And, you know, sometimes products don't work in a certain way when you try them, but then you use a different technique or something and it starts working. And that was actually the case with this palette. This is the Douche that I said it blended terribly and it was really hard to work with. I've actually been giving it a lot of love lately. So it's working for me. So we have the blush, we have the powder, blush, we have the powder, we have everything on. I want to use a little bit of powder blush on top of this one. And for that, I'm gonna go with my Kaleido Cosmetics. Ignore the symbol. I went to a Sleep Token concert a while ago and I was trying to do my makeup with the symbol on the sides. But I kept trying to look at my phone for it and it kept turning off. So I just drew it here with eyeliner and then your girl's a little weirder. For the blush, I'm going to use this Lisa Frank brush that I've had for almost 7 years. And then I'm just going to dip on all three of them, give it a little tap, and then go a little bit in the back and buff it up to the front, but very lightly in the front, like that. So see how that's going to darken it a little bit, but not too much. There you go. And then on the nose, I usually buff it out up with the contour itself. I like the very tip of my nose to be a little darker, so I go in with my finger in the darkest shade here and just go straight side to side. There we go. After that's done, I'm going to spray myself with another layer of the all-nighter. Now that that's dry, here is what I want to do. We're gonna attempt, because I got all of these cool Halsey About Face liquid eyeshadows. So what I want to try to do is I want to try to do different colored flowers. For the red flower, I am going to use the white liquid eyeshadow and then deposit red on top of it. I'm gonna do like 3 little 1, 2, 3 little stamps, and then I'm gonna go over them. And then before it fully dries, I'm going to use the red, the balloons red. And it's great because it's actually the perfect size for the tip of the liquid liner. It kind of looks like a heart. I want to do the white daisy, but for that I can't use it straight out of here. So I'm going to use one of the liner brushes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of cute. We need the yellow tip, little middle. I'm gonna use this Shaina little pencil brush. I'm gonna dip it in shooting stars, and then I'm just gonna tap, tap, tap. Okay, that seems to have worked. I have this really pretty like teal called Replicant, this shade, and I want to kind of almost make it like a little bulb. The last one is the orange one, but I want to kind of do it smaller. Going back here, we're gonna use this Orange You're in Luck. We're gonna put a bunch of eyeshadow on that, and then we're just gonna tap it on. We'll clean it up, it's fine. Once that dries out, I'm just gonna brush it off, and whatever's not sticking to the white is just gonna come right off. I've done it before, it works, it's fine. The same green that I used for the eyeshadow, I wanna use it to kind of have maybe like little vines almost running like that, and then maybe we have a leaf or two. And then I'm gonna grab this M.A.C 208S. It's like a super thin angled brush, and I'm gonna deposit the green on the little vines. And again, this is all gonna get cleaned up. It's fine. I've never really worked with like graphic liner before or anything like that. I have a friend that does it like a lot. I brought these eyeliners, and it's been a little curve. But yeah, she does really cool eyeliners and makeup looks and stuff like that. I'll put it up here. She does a lot of cool makeup, and she has like these beautiful eyes that eyeliner just always looks great on her. Okay, so I think we're done with the flowers. Whatever, we're here to have fun. I'm gonna go under the eye with this little mint color, like in my waterline. So this is from Rude Cosmetics. This is the City of Flashing Lights. This is Real Teal is the shade. I'm gonna grab this shade is Always On. I'm gonna use it for right this inner corner, and you see how I'm running it back and forth. I want to grab the same dark green that we used earlier, the Enchanted Forest, and I want to use it in my outer corner, but very little, like that, so that I don't mess with the little daisy looking flower. In the middle, I want to use this like almost neon green. I want to use it right here in the middle. Now that that is done, I'm going to grab my powder to actually set my face, and I'm gonna go with my MOTD. This is a bronzer brush, but let's be real. And then I'm just gonna kind of dust, and then I'm gonna grab the smallest amount of powder, and I'm just gonna use it right on the little designs, brush away any excess that's not sticking to the actual liquid. So I'm gonna go with another layer of the all-nighter. Now for this part, I'm gonna be using a hand mirror. I'm gonna be over here, bring you in. I'm gonna use this as best as I can. Whoa, I think we got it. I want to make a couple of lines on this red flower to kind of give it dimension and accentuate the petals a little bit. I want to do it with the orange too, like that. And then the blue, just a couple of lines. For the white, I think I'll stick with just like the lines inside like that. Last thing I'm gonna do with the eyeliner is do my little eyelashes right here at the bottom. This is the Kilowatt highlight in Hustler Baby. This thing is gorgeous. One of the other ones from BH Cosmetics, I used this smaller brush to do my nose contour, so I flatten it like this and put it in the very tip. I don't really blend it out that much. I just leave it like that. And then I do the same thing. I get more product, and then I flatten it like that and do the very middle of my nose. Sometimes it's crooked, but what are you gonna do? There you go, and then I just kind of blend it out up here. I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Mascara, which has grown on me before you say anything. There we go. And I'm gonna go with the lipstick. So I'm gonna use the One Size, the Pink Remix lip liner. I'm gonna do a little peak right there, that, and then I'm gonna pat it down here and then just kind of blend it out. And for the lipstick, I'm going to use the About Face Kiwi Fuzz. This is a lip gloss. It smells amazing. I just tap it a couple of times and that's it. That's the lip gloss. It's so good. It smells great. I always want to eat it. Let me do my hair and we'll be right back. So that's kind of the final look of it. I honestly really like it. I'm just happy to like be back doing these videos and whatnot. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, blah blah blah, yada. Also, don't forget to follow my socials. It's at @M.A.C in all of them. That's pretty much it. Thanks for being back here with me. I'm happy to be back for sure, and I will be posting more content hopefully every week. So if you have any ideas or anything that you would like to see me do, you can go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I would love to hear them. See you next time.